Hello guys, I'm Rashdeep. In today's video, we are going to revise chapter number 3 of CA Inter Strategic Management, that is Strategic Management Process. In this chapter, we have 10 concepts. First is all about strategic planning, strategic decision making, strategic intent, vision, definition, model, goals and objectives, strategic management model and strategy formulation. So, notes of this chapter, revision notes is available in the description box. So by that link you can download it, and also you can download it in the Telegram channel CA Notes. And please don't forget to subscribe the channel CA Dreams as well as Accounting Secrets. This particular full chapter, full lecture of this particular chapter is available in YouTube channel Accounting Secrets. Okay, let's start with the strategic planning. First, let us understand what exactly planning means. Planning is nothing but deciding in advance what to be done in the future. Planning is deciding in advance what to be done in the future. Planning means deciding what needs to be done in the future and generating a blueprint for action. That is how to achieve that. Planning is nothing but deciding what to be done in the future and deciding how to do that particular thing. Planning involves determination of the course of action to attain the predetermined objective. It bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go. So planning is nothing but it is a thing which will bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Planning is a future oriented in nature. Planning can be strategic or operational. Planning are of two types. One is strategic planning, other one is operational planning. What is the strategic planning means? See, strategic plans are made by the senior management. Who will do that? Senior management. Operational planning by the operational manager. And strategic planning for the entire organization, whole organization. After taking into the account the organization's strength and weakness in the light of opportunities and threats in the external environment. So strategic planning is done by whom? Senior management, by taking internal as well as external environment, by taking into consideration internal as well as external consideration, and it will be for the entire organization, whole organization, not for a particular business or particular activity. Okay, strategic planning, it is the process of determining the objective of the firm. Strategic planning first process is to determine the objective of the firm. Next is to analyze how much resource is required and to attain these objectives, and formulation of policies to govern the acquisition, use and disposition of resources. So planning is not strategic planning is nothing but it is the process of determining the objectives of the whole firm. Okay, done. Next, considering into action how much resource is required to bring that objectives to the organization, and making a proper blueprint, proper policies to acquire those resources and to utilize those resources. The process is organization wide or focused on a major function such as division or other major function. Usually strategic planning will be for the whole organization. Next, dealing with the uncertainty. Uncertainty is nothing but some unexpected thing. Strategic uncertainty, which as for reaching implication, is a key construct in the strategic formulation. So strategic uncertainty plays a very important role in strategic formulation. While forming strategy itself, you will think of some uncertainties, what might happen in future. So based on that, you will form a strategy. A typical external analysis will emerge with dozens of strategic uncertainties. So when you analyze the external environment, you will get certain uncertainties, come to know about certain future uncertainties, and you will prepare your plan, your strategy based on that. To be manageable, they need to be grouped into logical clusters or things. So you will come across many uncertainties, and later what you have to do, you have to group between them. It is then useful to access the importance of each cluster in order to set up priorities with respect to the information gathering and analysis. So you will group for what purpose? To analyze it, how strong that uncertainty is, to what extent that uncertainty will affect an organization. Okay, next comes second concept, that is strategic decision making. First, let us understand what is decision making. Decision making is nothing but selecting a best course of action among the many course of action available. So decision making is a managerial process. So decision making is a managerial process of selecting the best course of action out of several alternative courses for the purpose of accomplishment of the organization goal. You should select a proper course of action to make sure that organization achieve its objective. So decisions again might be operational or strategic in nature. This operational day-to-day activity, whereas strategic decisions are the decisions that are concerned with the whole environment in which the firm operates, the entire resources and people who are firm of the company. In simple, strategic will be for the whole organization decisions, whereas operation for that particular operation itself. The major dimension of strategic decisions are as follows. Strategic decisions require top management involvement. So strategic management, it will be for the whole organization. So it involves top management of an organization, not a middle or lower level. Strategic decision involves commitment of the organization resources, because that will be for the whole organization. So for the whole organization, the resources of that particular organization has to be committed. Strategic decision necessitate consideration of factors in the firm's external environment. So as it is for the whole organization, they should consider and analyze whole internal as well as external environment of an organization. Strategic decisions are likely to have a significant impact on the long-term prosperity of the firm. This is one of the major thing, because the decision what you take, you will make sure that the organization will go for a long run. Strategic decisions are future oriented. That is, we studied strategic decision usually have major multifunctional or multi-business consequences, because that will be applicable for the whole organization, not for a particular business. So it will be having multi-business or multi-purpose, multifunctional consequences. Next comes strategic intent. So strategic intent is nothing but intention. What is the intention? So strategic intent is nothing but what is the intention of an organization. Organization want what? That will be said in strategic intent. See, strategic intent refers to the purpose of what the organization strive for. So strategic intent gives a purpose why organization is striving, why organization is struggling, why organization exists. Senior manager must define what they want to do. So senior management duty is to define what they want to do, why they want to do. So this why they want to do is there. No, that will represent a strategic intent. That is why organization exists. Strategic intents give an idea of what organization desire to attain in future. Strategic intent could be in the form of mission statement for the organization at a corporate level. See, strategic intent, that is a broad. When you go in a precise manner, we will come across many things. Vision and mission in corporate level, business model and business definition in business level, and goals and objectives in a functional level. So strategic intent all talks about intention. What is the need? What is the goal? All these things, but they are classified based on the levels. It could be expressed as the business definition and business model at the business level. It is an expression of aims to be achieved operationally. That is goals and objectives. As I already said, there are 6 elements in a strategic intent: vision, mission, business definition, business model, goals and objectives. Usually people think goals and objectives are same, but those are not actually same. Okay, now comes vision. What exactly vision? Vision is nothing but, vision is in simple, what organization want to be in future. What organization want to be in future. Vision is nothing but the steps what we are taking now to reach that vision. Let's see. Vision implies the blueprint of the company's future position. The company, where the company expect it to be in the future. It describes where the organization wants to land. A strategic vision is a roadmap of a company's future. It is a roadmap of a company's future, providing specifics about technology and customer focus, the geographic and product market to be pursued, the capabilities it plans to develop, and kind of company that management is trying to create. It will give idea of all these things: technology, customer, what kind of customer you should focus, what kind of geography you should focus, what kind of product you should focus. All these things will be in the vision and vision statement. Strategic vision thus points out a particular direction. It will show us a direction, charts of a strategic path to be followed in future and molding organization identity. It will show us a direct how to reach that particular vision. Because when the goal is in front of us, we will be knowing how to reach that particular goal. Your vision is to become a CA. So if your vision is to become a CA, then you know the path. You should clear intermediate, you should be doing great in your articleship time and all. So it will show you a path. A clear articulated strategic vision communicates management aspiration to stakeholders and helps steer the energies of company personnel in a common direction. So if a vision is clear, then everyone can understand the vision of the company, from stakeholders to personnel in the organization. Okay, there are three elements in a strategic vision. Those are coming up with a mission statement. This is one of the elements. Next is using the mission statement as the basis for deciding on a long-term course. One element is to come up with a mission statement. Next one is to utilize it to make sure that company goes for a long-term course. And finally, third one is communicating the visions. Communicating the strategic vision in clear, exciting terms that would arouse organization-wide commitment. So, create mission statement, utilize that mission statement, and finally communicate the vision to employees throughout the organization. Okay, now comes what are the essential of strategic vision. See, the entrepreneurial challenge in developing a strategic vision is to think creatively about how to prepare a company for the future. So, vision is essential to analyze how to prepare a company in future, because when there is a goal in the future, they will think of how to reach that. So they will think of different visions. Forming a strategic vision is an exercise in intelligent entrepreneurship. So forming a strategic vision is a very important exercise. A well articulated strategic vision creates an enthusiasm among the members of the organization. So it is very important. It will create an enthusiasm. It will communicate to those particular employees in an organization why the organization exists, what is the goal of the organization, what is the final objective of the organization. The best worded vision statement clearly illuminates the direction in which the organization is headed. Okay, now comes what exactly vision. Vision is nothing but it states what we are doing now to achieve the vision. That will be called as vision. Vision delineates the firm's business, that is existing business, its goal and way to reach the goals. So it states, vision states firm's current business and the goal of the firm, and to how to reach the goal of the how to reach that particular goal. Company's vision statement is typically focused on the present business scope, who we are and what we do. It will be shown in your vision statement. Vision statement broadly describe an organization present capabilities, that is current capability, current technology available in the organization. Customer focus, what kind of customer we are focusing, how much market share we took, activities, different activities which are taking part now in an organization, and a business makeup. Okay, why an organization should have a vision? To ensure unanimity of purpose within the organization. So it will show why people exist in that particular organization, for what business they are exist in that particular organization. To develop a basis or standard for allocating the organization resources. It will be having idea of what business it is in, because of which it will be having the idea of how much resource is required, and it will help in allocating those kind of resources. To provide a basis for motivating the use of the organization resources. So it will help in utilizing the organization resources in an effective manner. To establish a general tone on an organization climate, for example, to suggest business like operation. So it will set a general tone about organization's current culture, climate, etc. Now comes, this is as per your corporate level. But when you look in the point of view of business level, we state this as business definition and business model. What exactly business definition states? It seeks to explain the business undertaken by the firm with respect to the customer needs, target market, and alternative technologies. So it will define in what business we are in, what kind of technology we are using, what kind of customers we are focusing on, and what are the different kind of technology available in the market, and what are the different kind of technology we are using. All this is defined in a business definition. What is business model? Business model, as the name implies, in the strategy for the effective operation of the business, ascertainment of source of income, desired customer base, and financial details. So it is a model, it is a way in which it will show how organization should operate in particular environment, and what kind of customer it is focusing, and how to attract those customers and all. Now comes as in operational level, goals and objectives. Okay. Goals are the end results that the organization attempts to achieve. It is a end result that the organization want to achieve in a operational manner. For example, after 3 years, my profit should be 10 crore. So this is goal. Goal is nothing but it is an end result that the organization attempt to achieve. Objectives are time-based measurable targets which help in the accomplishment of goals. So goals, if you divide goals into small parts, that will be objectives. Single goal, different objectives. So objective is nothing but it is time-based to 3 years. I said 3 years. Here what I will do, here I will divide it into 3 months, and I will call it as objectives. So finally, if these objectives are success, goals are accomplished. So it is time-based and measurable targets which help the accomplishment of goal. Goals are open-ended attributes that denote the future state or outcome. Objectives are close-ended attributes which are precisely and expressed in a specific terms. In kind of sales, this much units to be sold. This is objective. But goal states what? Your profit must be this much. It do not concentrate much about sales. So open-ended is which one? Goal, whereas close-ended is objective. In objective, everything is specifically mentioned. Objective should be quantitative, measurable, realistic, understandable, challenging, hierarchical, obtainable, and congruent among the organization unit. So it should be in the objective in the form of quantitative, and it should be measurable, and it should be realistic. It can be achievable, and it should be understandable by everyone. It should be challenging also, hierarchical, obtainable, that is it should be it can be achieved by any organization, and congruent among the organization units. Okay. What is the need for both short term as well as long term objective? Objective might be short term as well as long term. What is the need? As a rule, a company set of financial and strategic objective ought to include both short term and long term performance target. Having quarterly or annually objective focuses attention on delivering immediate performance improvement. So if you do not measure your objectives in a very short span of time, you should wait to so much time to get the result, and if your result is unfavorable, then you can't change it immediately. So, but if you have a short time objective, then if that particular short time objective deviates, you can bring some changes. So to make sure that long run objective will not be affected through that. This is one of the requirement why organization need short term as well as long term objective. Now comes long term objective. To achieve long term objective prosperity, strategic planners commonly establish a long term objective in 7 areas. So to achieve a long term objectives of an organization, final objectives of an organization, the strategists will develop a long term objectives in 7 areas. That is profitability. It will be for so many years, like 3 years, 5 years and all. Productivity, how much productive an organization should be, it will be in the long term decision, because company or organization suddenly can't become productive in 2 or 3 months. It needs time. Competitive position, after 5 years I should be in a top position in the competition. Employee development, what kind of employees you should develop and how to develop. It is not a one night and one day activity. You should train them, you should communicate this objective of an organization constantly, and it requires many work and it will take time. Employee relations, this is also very important to build a relationship between employee and an organization. Technological leadership, to become a first is not to become a market follower, to become a market leader in technological changes. And public responsibility, that is also will be in long term. Okay, now comes our next concept, strategic management model. See, the strategic management model or strategic planning model, as it is also known as a tool used by managers to plan and implement business strategies. So what exactly strategic management model means? Strategic management model means it is a tool which is used by the management to formulate a strategy and to implement strategy. So this model, like any other model of management, does not guarantee sure shot success, but it does represent a clear and practical approach for formulating, implementing and evaluating the strategies. Relationship among major components of a strategic management process are shown in the model. See this model. First, in this model, usually every organization follows this model. There are some other organizations which do not follow this model, they follow other models. Usually this is broadly accepted model. First, they will develop a vision, mission and objective. What our organization want to achieve. Vision. In what business we should go. Mission. What is the current task of us. Objective. Later, you will analyze the environment, whether environment is favorable to us or not. And organization approach, that is internal as well as external. Environmental analysis external, organization appraisal internal. Next, you will formulate based on that external and internal thing and your objective, vision and mission, you will formulate particular strategies. You will come up with a big great strategies. Later you will implement those strategies and you will control those strategies, and if there are any changes, you will bring those changes in your organization, and this process continues. Formulation step, end set, forming a strategy, implementation end by implementing, and evaluation end set, controlling. Okay, now comes the stages in the strategic management. That is stages in the strategic management process. First stage, as we seen in the model itself, is to develop a strategic vision and formulation of statement of mission, goals and objective. You should come up with your goals. See, you can't decide to become a CA after opting CA course, after registering for CA course. First, you have to decide, you have to become CA. Later, you can offer CA registration. So, first thing in any organization strategic management process is to develop a strategic vision, mission and goals and objectives. Next, you have to analyze external or environmental and organization analysis externally as well as internally. Finally, formulate the strategy, implement the strategy and strategic evaluation and control. So here ends our third chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. So please don't forget to like and share the video with your friends, and also notes with your friends. And please subscribe CA Dreams, CA Notes as well as Accounting Secrets channel. Thank you.